Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a couple of little parts to open, or I shouldn't say little because one of them's absolutely massive. They're the last parts for the bike that we've been waiting for, so it's literally everything's here. We're just waiting for the frame to come back from powder coating. Had to wait just over a week for these parts, which I was really impressed with. Everything come really quick. I did have to pay a tax on it though, which I'm a bit with, but I suppose it's just what happens nowadays. What else has come this week in the goodie pot? That's just grease. Don't need to be doing a video on that. I've just got one more bit to get. We'll go and get that, get out of the way. So here it is. This is the front wheel. We're going with the electric front wheel. Right, so it looks like it's a box within a box. In a tube. Let's just put the package in. We've got a cheap looking tyre. So here's the wheel. I really need a bigger shed. We've got the brake disc adapter, so you can have brake discs if you can get them on, which I don't think I can. So probably won't be going with that, unfortunately. We've got a little bag to put your controller in, which I won't be doing because we're going to be sticking it underneath the tank. Inner tube protector, which is quite handy. We've got our cable tidy, which is good. A couple of tyre wraps, our 2 brake levers. We've got a pedal sensor and our controller. Right, so we have gone with a 36 volt and it is 500 watt. We are going to make these legal for the UK, so they'll only be 250 watt. Just to, you know, don't want to break any laws, do we? What else is in that box? We've got some instructions, which obviously I'm a man, so I won't be needing these, but I do find it kind of funny that it's got a dude on the front with a submachine gun and a tank behind him, you know, a bit random. I know sex sells, but didn't know war sold. We've got this little clip, which I'm yet to find out what that does. Some really cheapo grips, which we won't be using. That goes in the not using pile. And then we have our thumb throttle, which is exactly the same as the one from our last build, which this time I haven't got to try and drill out, so I'm super happy about that. Obviously it's down, so excuse the weather. Oh good, more in my shed. Right, so that's the wheel. I think the wheel cost me what did the wheel cost me? It's £165. But then I got charged a £35 tax, so just under 200 quid. Went for the 36 volt, 500 watt. I think I only needed a 10 amp battery, but I ended up getting a 15 amp battery. And with the last wheel I got, I needed an 18 amp battery, and obviously you're jumping up another £100 for your battery. And obviously I'm just trying to do everything on a budget, but trying to still make it look and feel like a, you know, an expensive bike. It's going to be well built and it's going to go start and stop and go fairly fast. Obviously 15.5 mile an hour top speed. Right, so a couple of little things turned up that I've been waiting on. One of them being the bolts for the crank pedals. My ones are really rusty, so I've got brand new ones of those. Got some new grips. I think they look kind of cool with the black and white frame that we've got going on. It's exciting, it's like Christmas. Not very exciting, we just got a phone holder for the handlebars. And then what else turned up? We got these turned up a couple of weeks ago. A brand new set of brand new crank and crank arm, and obviously the other side. You still do that. I think they're about 20 quid actually, not a massive amount of money really for what you're getting. Alright, that's in the box of goodies. And then finally, the last piece of the build, and one that I think personally finishes it off. No, it isn't a football. If I can get it open without damaging it. Wow. There you go. Right, Jesus. This is parcel over again. I think this is about 20 quid. And again, this is what's going to really make the bike look different. Right, so it's slightly different to my last one from my last build, same sort of style. So what we've got to do with this is not break it for a start. Right, so there it is. So the idea is to take the bulb out and all the wiring and replace it with this little LED light that I bought. I'm going to have to do a bit of drilling because we need an on-off switch, and obviously work out the best way to get it in there. I don't think it's going to be too difficult. Yeah, so that's going to be that inside there, looking kind of cool. I'll go through the motion of this now, give me an epileptic fit. Yeah, that's it. And then obviously, as you've seen from the last video, these turned up. I can start putting everything on these. Although yesterday I did order a bell from throttle that side, brake. Yeah, bell's going on the left. So you can see it. What do we need to do this? We need those. We need the brake. That. Oh, might as well show you these actually. We were out, I'm in an hour whether these are going to look like, didn't we? These are like £10 a pack from eBay. Right, so they kind of go on, but they might need trimming a little bit. So kind of going for something like that. So what we're going to do is it's going to be thumb throttle, brake thumb. No, what did I do with that one? Brake thumb. I think it's brake first. Oh, we're only going to go one brake again. Or two. Everything should be 22 mil. And so should the handlebars. And they are. Thank God for that. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to go through the same shit I went through last time. Now it's going to be thumb throttle. And that goes there like that. Just want to nip it because we don't know exactly where it's going just yet. And that should go somewhere. Oh yeah. I think the handlebar grips are about tenner or £10 on eBay again. Just make sure they're tight. When we put these on the actual frame, things might change slightly because obviously the driving positions might be different. And that's going to be, so you want to, when you're putting your controller on, you want to make sure your your thumb throttle. So when you're putting your throttle on, you want to make sure that it's in a decent position where one, you can see it, and two, you can reach the maximum speed without having to sort of, you know, over stretch. One, we might be taking this brake lever off if we only have one brake. So don't go too mad with it. Just make sure everything's pretty much there or thereabouts. That one on. Let's get the other side on. So just nip them up. Go on there. And then just basically just feel it to make sure they feel right. About the same. And then nip them up. There we have my handlebars. Looking rather cool. Everything's ready to go. We do need a cup of tea. Ah, there cool. I'm liking the black and white. I think they go well together. So that can go in there, ready for the frame. And the wheel, might as well put this on. One thing to keep an eye out is on the tube protector. It does actually have a valve hole, so find your valve hole, which is there, and then that's your starting point. And then just make sure you don't twist it as you go around. And I suppose the inner tube. Where do you go? Valve hole. Where are you? Well, I take it these should be directional. And that goes on like this. I bet there's people out there that can put an inner tube in a tyre in like 10 seconds. Probably like a 10-year-old kid as well. Probably could actually when I was 10. I ain't getting defeated by a tube. I don't know what I found. That was a bloody mission. Stinks of fish. Why does tight air always stink of fish? As always guys, thank you for watching. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe down the bottom, and I'll catch you in the next one.